Right, bear with me for a minute. Yeah, I'll just make myself a coffee, which I forgot to do. Right, yeah, hang on a minute. Be in about 2 minutes. Yeah, right, okay. Now, as you know, I've been getting a lot of stuff on my mobile regarding what the government's going to be doing. Yeah. Let me just check on something. Right. So, is it true or false? Right. Let me just Google something. I might have to go on my phone actually. What a pain. Right. I'll have to try and look back because I don't know. They stated it was £80 per week or £80 per month. Let me try a different way. Hold on a minute. It's easier I do it this way. Let's go to my calculator. 80. $960. Right, so they state, right, universal credit clients, either new or if you're already on it like I am here, will be benefiting an extra £80 per month, not a week or fortnight, per month. Now they stated on one of the news articles that it's going to be £1,040 per year, but it's only going to last for 1 year. So anyone on universal credit is going to be £1,040 off better this year. After next year, April, then you lose that £80 extra. Because hopefully the economy will be back to the way it used to be. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually kind of like take it off us before the end of the year, actually. But I did send my advisor a message And I'll tell you why I asked her, yeah? And I can log in. All right, okay. So I was, because the government kind of like bullshits and says one thing and never follows up the next kind, I'm thinking, well, are we really going to get that extra? Because they always say one thing and they don't do the next thing, kind of thing. And they stated that it would be effective with the 1st of April, right? The government said all claimants, including new claimants, will be better off by £80 per month, right, on universal credit. Now, I've been keeping an eye on my universal credit logs, yeah. I won't say how much money I do get, but I checked it, and it always gives you a tally of what you're going to get each month, all right? Now, I normally get that notification either on the 2nd or the 3rd of each month telling me what I'm going to be getting on payday, right? Now, I checked my payday last night, and I also checked it on the 2nd. 2nd and 3rd, right? So I checked it 2 days. And it still states the same amount of money that I had last month. So there weren't no extra £80 adding onto my universal credit this month. So that's what got me wondering. I thought, hang on a minute, the government said, this extra payment will be starting or go under process from the 1st of April, yeah? So where is it? Got me thinking. So I contacted my advisor, and it's not my normal advisor, but another advisor contacted me back, right? And I said, I see the media, this is what I sent to her, yeah? I see the media is stating that the government is giving UC claimants extra up to £80 or more each month on their benefit. Is this correct? If so, when will it take effect? And will I receive the new increase on my UC payments? All right. The reply was, benefit rates will increase and be awarded from your payment. Guess when it's due? It's not due this month, April. It's next month. So everyone who is supposed to be getting that £80 ain't going to get it this month. It's going to start next month, apparently. So if you are on UC credit, you may get the £80. Well, the government says everyone on UC credit is going to get it. I'll tell you one thing, right? Yeah. Oh, my niece just emailed me. It doesn't come into effect until 6th of April. I got paid today, so I missed out. So we'll be on from June's. Well, no, if someone got paid a day, their next payment would be May. So they should get it next month. So I don't know. So, what I've been reading, right, is that they stated it's going to be in effect of the 1st of April. My niece just said, no, it's the 6th of April. Now, let's say some people get their money on the 6th, 7th, or 8th, yeah. if it actually does get, affected by the 6th of April, those who gets paid on the 6th, 7th of April should actually meant to be getting it paid this month, surely. So that's why I don't understand. But my advisor told me, no, you'll get it next month. So let's just see, if we do get it next month. Let's see I get it next month. Because I'm not saying how much money I do get. It's not a lot, to be honest with you. But let's see if that extra does come through or not. And I wonder if it actually affects any other kind of benefit you may have. Like, if you got your housing benefit, your child tax, your tax credits and, disabilities. I wonder if it affects that. Soon find out next month when everyone's money gets screwed up, I suppose. Because they haven't said nothing about it's going to affect any other kind of benefit, have they? Not that I've seen. Just said that those who are on certain benefits under the UC, even like job seekers and ESA supposed to might be getting it. It's only if you're self-employed and you're earning X amount of money, you won't get it. So, although it states UC, I think I read some. I could be wrong. Don't get me if I am wrong. I'm sure they said something about people on ESA and JSA should actually still get it, but I'm not 100% on that. So I can't find the information on my phone. And I just go. So let me just. So I'm doing a Google search. So you don't get Express, right? It says universal credit claim amount is changing next week. How much more will you get? All right. Universal credit claimants will see the number of change with coronavirus. Universal credit is a payment in which may be able to be claimed in order to help with living. Well, we all know that crap here. As the UK coronavirus epidemic continues, the cost devastation, some may need to claim the payment in order to cope with the financial impact breakdown. Universal Credit is expecting 6 legacy benefits, and these are child tax credit, housing benefit, income support, income-based job seeker allowance, income-related employment and support, ESA, and work tax credit. Changes to the payments are set to come in effect next week. So when was this posted? This was posted Friday the 3rd, today. Change to the payment are set to come into effect next week. This is because the tax year of 2019 to 2020 ends on Sunday, the April the 5th, with the new tax year beginning on Monday the 6th. Well, I still don't understand why people won't actually receive their first extra piece of income on the 6th, 7th, or 8th. Because it was just come, if they say new tax year, begins on Monday the 6th. Why don't people just, I don't understand it. What are some of the changes universal claimants can expect? All right. The benefit freeze is set to end as planned this year, meaning from 6th of April, the payment will increase. Well, we all know that our payments meant to be increased by 1.7% anyway, right? So are we going to get that 1.7% increase and the £80? Or are we just going to get the 1.7 and not the 80, or the 80 and not 9.7, or we're going to get both. Legacy benefits which are affected by the rise are the following: job seekers allowance. Legacy benefits which are affected by the rise are the following: job seekers allowance, employment support, income support, housing benefit, universal credit, child tax credits, working tax credits, and child benefit. However, research by the Resolution Foundation last year found that despite the end of the 4-year freeze, the impact of on the lower income families will continue. The Foundation's analysis shows that it has reduced the real-time value of working age benefits by 6% since 2015. According to think tank research, the freeze has left the average couple with children in bottom half the income distribution £580 a year worse off. Right, so here we go. Universal credit additional increase. Emergency measures to try and tackle the economic impact of the coronavirus crisis were announced by the government last month. From the 6th of April, the government is increasing the standard allowance in universal credit by £1,000 per year for 12 months. This works out at around an extra £80 per month, and it is in addition to the inflation uprating. The temporary increase applies to all and new existing universal credit claimants, and it will be in place for 1 year. Working tax credits will also increase by the same amount. Additionally, the minimum income floor for universal credit has been suspended for any impact by the coronavirus. This means it can be claimed by any self-employed people out there of work at a rate equivalent to stationary sick pay. Chancellor Checker, Risky Stanlock, or his fucking name is, also announced temporary measures relating to housing benefit. Speaking on the Daily Press benefit on March 20th, he said, "I am announcing today nearly £1 billion of support for renters by increasing the generosity of housing benefit and universal credit so that the local housing association allowance will cover at least 30% of the market rent in your area." Polly Neat, Chief Executive of the shelter, said, "These are vital measures to strengthen the safety net and to keep people in work, and they will signify reduce the number of people at risk of losing their homes." Well, it ain't going to help people at work when people are getting laid off, as it is. Over 1 million people, over 1 million people were just signed on to universal credit within the last 2 weeks because they're losing their jobs, or they've been suspended from their jobs, or on temporary, like on hold or something like that, and a lot of them ain't going to get paid. Housing benefit is rising in April. How much is the increase? Don't know. Universal credit and housing benefit 2002 rates confirmed by MPs. Universal credit and PIP face-to-face assessments suspended by DWP. Right, let me click on that link. Universal credit and benefit, housing benefit rates. Right, universal credit and a number of other benefits are set to increase in April. Yes, the MPs voted for the new. Well, I've just showed all this shit. Right, yeah. Universal credit rates from April 2020 monthly. Standard allowance single. So a standard single allowance goes from £323 322 to 317. Standard allowance couple 507 from 498. Child element, new children up to 235 from 231. Oh, this is the 1.7%, I think, because that ain't adding on 80. If it says like standard allowance single 232 from 317, that's only like fucking £6 in it. So I think that's where it states the actual 1.7% increase. ESA group components £39.20 from £38. Wow, I mean, gee whiz, 70p. Fuck me, man. So people on ESA support gets a 50p, no, 70p increase. Wow. I mean, is that worth it? So, well, anyway, I'm not going to go reading through some more of all this bullshit. So, yeah, the benefit increase is going to happen, but it doesn't take effect until the 6th, and you won't get it until possibly next month anyway, when you first start seeing the increase of your universal credit. But does that affect your housing? I've seen anything that it does or will affect it, but hey, if they class it as an extra income that the government's giving you, it may well fuck up your other benefits. I don't know. Right, in a minute. Right, because I do your statement a few days before my statement is available from the 30th, but payment is on the 4th. So if you get on the 7th, your calculator would have been done around the 2nd or 3rd. So just missed out. We both should see a difference next month. Yeah, because I don't get mine until the 7th. So if they're actually calculating it, it'd probably take a few days. And don't forget, another 1 million people have actually had to sign on to universal credit because of this coronavirus and fucking everyone's jobs up. I'm going to tell you something, guys, yeah, which I weren't going to say to anyone here. The only person I told was my advisor. When I was actually metal detecting up at my permission 4 months ago, right, and this is before I started building my little shelter, right, I only had the first permission, which was on one's land. But another person who owns the next bit of land right on conjunction of one, or what's keeping them apart, it's like a wide fence here. I actually got to speak to the person, Tom, on the phone and asked if I could have permission to, melt detect his land. He said, yeah, no problem. Knock yourself out, mate. And that's when he asked me about going looking for that gold ring that you lost, yeah? Now, I did see Tom a few weeks ago, and I told him, I've not forgotten about it. It's just like, the cold weather's just getting over and done with, wait until the summer, and I'll definitely come home and look for it. And he said, okay. Now, the date he gave me permission, he actually offered me a job, and he didn't even know the fuck who I was. But I had to decline it, because it's roofing work. And I had the fear, the phobia of heights. If I didn't have the phobia of heights, I would have been working by now. I'll probably be paying my tax and everything like that, but I just had to reject it. And I told my advisor, so I had to go and see her a couple of weeks ago, actually 2 months ago, and I said to her, I was actually offered a job, but I had to decline it. And reason being, because my phobia of heights. I said, if I didn't have the phobia, I would have took it, and I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I'd be off, I would be off unemployment. I won't be taking that taxpayer money, although I'm entitled to it because I have worked well over half my life working and paid my taxes. So she goes, "Oh, that's a shame." I said, "Yeah, bit of a shame that, isn't it, really?" And like the other thing is, yeah, I do have a particular illness where, fresh paint makes me really sick. Vomit. It's like an allergic reaction. Because you said, well, if you can't do like roofing, how about painting? I can't do any painting. Not with like that stuff that they use in, when you paint a house. Some of it is toxic. I know that for a fact, yeah. But I decline it. It wasn't because I didn't want to do it. I'd love to have done it. Just that I couldn't do it because of phobia of heights. Who just sent me a message? Oh, it's not a message. My battery line low. So, like if I didn't have the phobia, I would have been working. I'd have been working 3 or 4 months by now, but I couldn't do it. So what I did say to her, I said, when I speak to her next, I'll ask him if he's still got that job going, and if so, I'll get the details and I'll let you have it. Oh, here goes the fucking lag with YouTube again. YouTube never stops lagging, does it? Even Rose told me she gets a lot of lag on her channel. Oh, you can fuck off, Just Eat. So, yeah, what I did say to my advisor, yeah, when I was there, I told her, like, I've got permission from my landowner to build a shelter. So when I'm metal detecting, if something starts pissing down the rain, I've got somewhere to go, a proper shelter, not like standing under trees and like still getting soaking wet and probably get struck by lightning. And in a kind of job, maybe like construction in one way. No, because construction's got all different types of jobs. You can be painting, decorating. As I say, I can't do that. I can't do roofing. But, if I can build up my muscles a bit more, my weak muscles, maybe I can start lugging a few bricks around or something like that, kind of thing. Or just, generally, years ago, I had to clean toilets out and I never fucking liked it. But yeah, like, I thought I'd let you guys know that, I thought like this is going to just be more bullshit that the government's coming out, just to try to lighten the feather a little bit, saying that everyone's going to get extra income. Because, the cost of living is going up this month. And that's the reason why it gives them the money back, because the cost of living is going up. My rent's gone up, and they've not been able to do the breakdown yet. So until I get a breakdown, I can't let you know, so you can give me the extra on my rent. So at the moment, when my rent goes out at my bank account, I'm paying the extra out of my own pocket. Now, if I get that refunded back from housing benefit, I don't know. And normally, sometimes, when your rent increase does go up, although you tell your housing advisors, your housing association or your landlord or whatever, when you tell them that you've given the information, it can actually put a bit of a suspension on your rent, because it takes, the housing association, or not the housing association, takes the DWP or universal credit or the housing benefit or whoever pays your rent, takes them time to put it through the system and to actually update your system and, to pay you the extra money to pay your rent. Because at one time, I used to get my rent paid directly from the job centre, from housing benefit straight away. It didn't go in my bank account. Housing benefit paid it straight to my landlord. But now, because I'm on universal credit, completely different. When I claim for housing benefit, that has to go through universal credit. Universal credit calculates, exactly how much my rent is. and that's the rent and the fees for, like, we have like certain fees each week what we had to pay separately towards our rent. It's like for like cleaning and like temporary work that might need doing. Like if one of our doors break, we need to pay certain fees to help to pay towards the costs, right? So they got to calculate my rent and the fees, right? The universal credit. And once they calculated it and they confirmed it with my housing association, that's when I get it. That's when my money, well, that's when the rent starts coming to me and give it to my landlord directly. A couple of years ago, that never used to happen. So when you're on universal credit, you only get paid monthly. You don't get paid fortnightly like you used to be when on ESHRC or whatever. When you're on universal credit, especially like new claimants, it's a 6 weeks, up to 6 weeks delay before you get any payment. And you ain't got no money, you got to take like an emergency loan, which I had to do. And you pay that loan back over like a period of time, like a year or 2 years, whatever. Now, I've already paid my loan off, thankfully. But when you sign on universal credit, there's a big delay. And now, there's a million new people that have just signed on. Fuck me, man. There is going to be so much fucking problems. People ain't going to get to pay the right money. It's going to take time for them to find out why they're not getting the right money. If they're doing the appeal's going to take months and months and months. You're not going to get your first payment straight away. I reckon all this is going to affect a lot of people in different ways. It's all right if it all comes through, properly first go and you've got nothing to worry about. But if you're going to get the £80 extra per month and it starts fucking up with your other benefits like your housing benefit, council tax, and if you're claiming for like ESA, sick benefit, does that affect it? Will it affect your rent? Because the government states that the £80 is there for you to help you with, like, not so much your finances, but buying food, because there is a big food shortage, and not only that, the cost of living's going up. So everything's going to go up. Rent, bills, food, electric, gas, water, everything's going to go up. So you're not really benefiting that, are we really, to be honest with you? Because it's all going to go on bills and food. Because, right, seriously, I'm not lying to you here. I was watching the news yesterday, right, and some woman went into the chemist to buy a packet of paracetamols, which normally is 99p, right? This particular chemist, who's got God knows how many branches around, put the cost up of paracetamols by tenfold. That's asking £9.99 for a packet of paracetamols. Seriously, £9.99 for a packet of paracetamols when originally it was 99p. Calpol. Now, I don't know how much Calpol is nowadays, but Calpol, the same chemist put up the price of Calpol to over £20 per bottle. Now, because it went, onto the media and stuff like that, that particular chemist branch have now had to like put prices down, but only X amount of those chemists have actually done it. And there are still branches, throughout the UK that hasn't done it yet. Fucking ridiculous, man. And have you seen the prices of like masks? Now, unless you've got the ones which you can wash and reuse, which there are out there, yeah, you need to keep hold of them because like the cost of masks on Amazon and eBay is fucking like sky high. And I watched a video earlier where China, the cause of the fucking virus, has gone out and got humongous amount of companies go out and buy as many masks in different countries to have them shipped over to China so they can resell it at a big profit. You know, they reckon that they're trying to send off stuff, you know, freely to the UK and to like America, France, Germany, Italy. You know, especially meant to be like, you know, free aid, but they're not because like they're actually trying to sell, you know, like medical aid to our countries. And a lot of people, or a lot of countries, have turned China down because their test kits don't work. But yeah, you know, China's gone round and like bought all the masks up. One company bought over 1 million masks from one particular company and sent them over to China. They reckon that so they can actually sell them back to us at a huge profit. So really, is this extra money going to help us? Because like everything's going to go up. And while this virus is going around, you know, everyone's going to be spending out a lot more money than they normally do. Well, I've spent a lot more money out on food this month than I've ever done. And it ain't like panic buying. It's because everything's gone up in price. Well, you used to be able to get like pork chops for £1.98. They've gone up double the price now. No, even toilet rolls have gone up in price, would you believe? Yeah, toilet rolls have gone up in price. You know, all kind of like stuff that you need medically wise, you know, hand sanitizers, wipes, toilet rolls, soap, it's all gone up in price. It's because, like, you know, the impact that's caused to the UK and the situation of, like, you know, being new tax year, everything's going up. So if you're smoking, if you're a smoker, your cigarette's going to go up. If you're a drinker, your drink's going to go up. Everything's going up in price, going back into the government, isn't it, in one way? Well, what can you do about it? Not a lot. Not a lot. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, social distancing ain't the word. I've not seen none of my neighbours. I've heard them, but I've not seen them. I've only been out. The only time I went out was on the balcony today. I need to process some more wood for when I go camping again. That's what I've done today. I might be going out tomorrow. Don't know yet. The stock market in America, didn't it? Americans like had a stock market crash near enough. Yeah, so he's not getting anything extra. But if you're on universal credit, you will do. Because I know that there are people who get universal credit and ESA. See, this is what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, all the people used to call me a benefit cheat, you know, a thief, scumbag. How are they going to start feeling now when they've got to go and sign on? Because they've either lost their job or their job is on suspension or something like that here. I wonder how they're going to feel having the sign on now. Hello, Beth. How's it going? Yeah. I thought Rose, Bumfluff, she said she's stopping her channel. And I know the reason why now. But I said, I know you, Rose. You always fucking say that and you always come back. Well, I think she's just having a break. It's not called ESA. It's kind of like and what's it called? Wait a minute. Right. It'll be under limited compatibility for work and work-related activities. So it's like ESA, but it's not called ESA. It's limited compatibility for work or work-related activities. But as I don't know if they will actually reduce your ESA or work compatibility, money, if they're going to give you extra money on universal credit. But there are people who actually do get that both. Hello, I knew you were hiding behind the door somewhere, that Rose. I know, Rose. She won't fucking stop. She won't stop Hell House. She'll be back on this soon, I guarantee it. Guarantee it, woman. She's fibbing to us all. She'll be back. Oh, don't you call me a liar, Steve. No, I know you, Rose. How many times you said that you're not going back to Hell House and like you've gone back and you've done live streams? No, I should be doing more, but I can't do more. No, I want to get out and do more stuff outside, but I can't. Got a lockdown. And this is what I still don't understand about the lockdown, and what you can can't do. They say you can go out and exercise. They say you can go out, take for the dog for a walk. They say you can go out shopping. Right, let's say your nearest shopping centre is like 20 minutes away, like mine is, say Streatham. I've got to get a bus up there, yeah? If I walk, it takes 40 odd minutes. If I get a bus, 20 minutes, yeah? 20 minutes to get up there, 20 minutes back. If you've got a great big queue in the shopping centre, which I doubt there will be now, but it still takes you the time to walk around the shops and get what you need. So that's going to be more than an hour, isn't it? No, they don't actually say or restrict the amount of time you can go out and exercise. No, because to me, going out and doing what I do, bushcrafting, is an exercise to me. I'm trying to get myself better. I'm trying to build my strength up, get air in my lungs and, that's exercise to me. And when I'm just sitting there cooking or, making a cup of coffee, that's just me relaxing. No, you're not. If you're out exercising and you can prove that you're doing something to exercise, I can't do fuck all. I've seen a few stories where people, police have raided barbecues and parties because they've not obeyed by the rules. Come on. I'm getting air in my lungs. I'm walking around, I'm lifting things up. I'm trying to get myself a bit better. Because I do want to get out and look for a job later on. I don't keep it fucking set indoors. But you're afraid to go out some of the time. So I could have went out today, but I didn't. All I've done was go on the balcony and process some more wood for when I go out to my camp tomorrow or Sunday or whenever. I'm not harming anyone. I'm keeping my distance away from people, apart from when I'm on the bus. I'm wearing my mask and my gloves anyway. And there's not really that many people on the bus. And now you're getting the announcements on the bus saying, not to use the bus unless it's essential. Think about the drivers and the working class. No, I could just go over the common, but the common isn't as good as it is where I am. At least I'm actually doing something. I can't really do much over the common. It's too open. The group that looks after the commons, the Mitcham Common, the conservative groups, have been doing a lot of cutting down of the woodland. So you can't really go over there and chill out in the woods and make a fire or anything, because one, it's meant to be illegal to make fires and have barbecues over there, but people still do it. But there just ain't nowhere in there, for you to get away and hide from people and just chill out for a few hours. There's always people walking past you because there's park. No, even the MCMD, National Council Milk Detecting. I like doing milk detecting, but even them, National Council Milk Detecting has told everyone to stay at home, not go out milk detecting, either with a group or on your own. So that hobby has been kind of well, I ain't done milk detecting for about 4 months anyway, but I will get started again probably in May, June, I suppose, summertime. Go and do some stuff with Alan if we still ain't on lockdown. No, I ain't talking about it, but I reckon if this keeps on. No, we've already had riots. We've already had looting. Now, if this lockdown keeps on, there's going to be a lot more riots. Definitely. I know the shopping centres have got better. So I went to Lidl's the other day and they actually had toilet rolls in there and soap and wipes and a lot of other stuff in there, which had usually been cleared out. So the shops are actually getting better. They're actually getting produce in again. But you are still restricted to buying certain things per person. I didn't need them, but I did buy myself a packet of 4 toilet rolls. How much it cost me, I don't know. I didn't even bother looking, but I thought I'd buy a packet just to be on the safe side. So I've got 3 packets of toilet rolls now, 3 packets of napkins, 6 packets of wipes. So my toiletries are stocking up. I just need the antibacterial hand wash now. I've only got 1. I know I like to have a whinge. Well, it ain't really a whinge, is it? Because I'm telling you that, with this, I thought the government was just bullshitting like they normally do. Put your mind at rest. Let's say that we give them extra money. Now, what happened last year, Christmas time? Oh, we're going to give everyone £10 extra. I never got it. Not that £10 would have done me any good, but I never got it. Everyone on different benefits was supposed to get £10 Christmas bonus. I never got it. I don't get it. It shows that they fucking lied through their teeth. And let's say how many people do get it and don't get it. I reckon there's going to be an uproar that people don't get it. Certain people don't get it. They should treat everyone like, the same, whether you're on a US Universal Credit, Employment and Support, JSA, whatever, child benefit. They can't just give it to one person and not the other people. How much do they say they're putting out? So many billions. Oh, another thing I hear or read, it won't be long, probably 2030, somewhere around about 2030. I'm not going to worry about currency anymore, money. We're going to have a chip implanted. And, all wages and, cost of living is going to be credited by a chip. So when you go and do a bit of shopping and you spend like 20 credits, could be like 1 credit to £1, for instance, yeah? Let's say you go and spend £20 in credits on shopping. You won't be handing cash over anymore. I even reckon that credit cards won't be in existence anymore. You'll have a chip and you just put your arm through the chip, like the scanner, and it deducts 20 credits from you. I can't see that fucking happening. I can't see that happening. Well, Rose has got enough toilet roll. She can always go down and wear a mask. Look, this is from Hill's house, yeah? This toilet roll. Thanks, Rose. There's my mask for today. I don't have to go and buy one. They even the YouTube video I saw earlier, yeah, they do say, masks is essential to wear when you go out. But if you haven't got a mask, what they called what's those bandettas? A bandetta's good as a mask. A scarf is good as a mask. So if you ain't got a mask, just wear a bandetta or a scarf. That stops the germs. This feels comfortable now. Hang on a minute, can I smell grumpy shit on here? I don't know. Can't waste it. I might need it later to wipe my ass. How many sheets there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sheets. Well, I can't waste 6 sheets. Yeah. That's like 3 wipes on my ass. No, I'll put that back there. Got any more toilet roll from Hell's House? Can you send me rolls? Can you send me like 20 rolls? I know you've been out fucking buying them everywhere. I'll tell you, I bet she fucking goes out, right, and buys as many bog rolls as she can. She's a fucking hoarder, I'll tell you, man. Yeah, send me 20 more bog rolls down, Rose. That'll keep me going for the next 3 or 4 months, probably. I'll be honest, I've not used a lot of bog roll lately. I've been using although I've got the 2 packs of 6 toilet rolls, and I bought another pack of 4 the other day, half a packet of napkins. And napkins ain't just, to wipe my ass with. So I don't be using a toilet roll. Use it to wipe my face, if I wash my hands, Instead of getting the towel dirty, I'll just grab a napkin, wipe my hands, and fart in the old loo. You won't be able to rob a bank. No. I think all the banks will have to close down, won't they? If they take credits on. No, how are you going to store your credits? What happens if someone comes along and kills you and takes that chip out of your arm? Can they use the credits that you got on there? Or do banks, or will banks actually, would you be able to store credits into a bank account so you won't use all your credits? Like, so let's say the chip I had on my arm, right, or wherever they put it, I think it's going to be in one of your arms anyway, yeah? Let's say I'd like 1,000 credits and I don't want to use those 1,000 credits. Is there a way I could actually deposit like 500 credits into a bank account? So it's still being like you're still saving like you do with your money, but you're saving your credits into a bank and not cash instead. I don't know if it's going to work, but I saw a video where they state 2030 could be the end of like currency. True or not, I don't know. It's just hearsay, bullshit. Well, it's it's interesting to watch though. I know it's like sometimes some people might get a little bit concerned. I'm not concerned if I fucking use cash, credit, or blood. I reckon that some stage that blood might be more of a value than fucking money at one time. People go to like blood banks and give blood to other people. Well, it doesn't bother me nowadays. They say that flat screen TVs are going to be completely different the way they are now. It's not going to be as it is. It's going to be like thinner. It's going to be like a sheet of glass, and that's it. And all the technology is going to be built into a sheet of glass. No, we got these ones as it is. We got them ones, but it's going to be completely different to that. You're not going to have all this plastic or metal around it, like kind of thing. It's going to be thinner. If you watch some of the sci-fi programs, the technology that they're using on them, it's manufactured. I suppose it's just fabricated. With the graphics. But if they can do that with graphics nowadays, what's going to happen later on in the little portables? Which were like, that big. Now look, got monitors which have TV in. Got preview. You got fucking God knows on the screens nowadays. I still can't understand why some of the PC monitors are still only like around about 24 to 26 inches to use for monitors. But I don't see proper monitors being bigger than 24, 26 inches. Well, I reckon now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. How does it normally come through Facebook? It's not email, is it? I think it's through that. I think I've read that. Anyway. How does the message usually come through? Is it an email? No, it might be under the Guardian. No. I thought it was through Messenger, but it's not. Is it under that Messenger? Well, no, they reckon there's at least another 600 people died through the coronavirus within the last 24 hours. An increase from 500 and something the other day, now 600. So I still don't believe it. It's a scare factor they're putting on everyone. And they state, alright, where's my fucking charger gone? That's not it. They state anyone is vulnerable right now, especially, you know, the ones who do have serious health conditions, but it can affect more people with serious risk, you know, illnesses from the age of 27 to 90, serious like problems, serious like medical problems, and the more vulnerable ones, and it's from 25 up to like 90. Now, the other thing being is that a lot of people with medical problems are afraid, which I can understand, and they do stay in. But there's been people saying that they've had the virus and it's only been there for like. So you know if you've got it within 48 hours and it starts getting worse, until you start getting better, it can take anything from 3 days to 7 days. So let's say 3 days, and you've had it for 2 days already while it's been in your system. You're talking about 5 days, aren't you? And they usually say, you know, if you do contract it, you're supposed to lock yourself down for 7 days and not go out. And after you have locked yourself in for 7 days and you are feeling better, they still say it's best to keep yourself in for an extra 3 days. You know, just to be, you know, sure that it has left your system. And other people are saying, well, can you actually contract it again a second time? And doctors are saying, well, you know, once it's in your system and you've had it and, you know, it comes out of your system, you should be immune to it, so you shouldn't get it a second time. But no one's actually come forward and said, well, hang on a minute, I've had it and I've got it again. So I think once you do have it once, you should be immune to it after, if you survive the 7 days. They reckon, right, at least 7 to 8 different countries have several ways. And it's all, you know, it's in medication that's been out for years. But they need to test it. And the only way they can test it is for the government to give them the okay. No, this is what I don't understand, right? Yeah. And you know I don't like talking about the government, but the government states, right, if anyone knows or has a positive go ahead, yeah, But over the last few days, and I know it's videos, but it's videos that are more kind of like looks truthful and appealing than any other videos I watch. But there are like manufacturers and like there's medical services out there which they say like, you know, we got this drug and we believe like that could actually cure the actual virus, because it's all like, you know, they're all saying it's like it affects your lungs and your heart and, you know, and stuff like that. Well, there's already kind of medication out there, you know, to help with your lungs and heart and your breathing, and you know, why don't they try some of that? You know, if they give these medical professionals a go ahead and, you know, test on people who have got the virus, as long as the people who've got it, you know, say, yeah, you know, go for it, they get like a written permission from the person who has actually contracted the virus, yeah. If it works, it works. If it don't, then it don't. At least they can scrub that particular medication off the list. China reckons they've got two or three cures, and they're working on another one. I think Germany, I think Italy, who else was it? Gosh, what's that other country near China? Another Asian country supposed to have it. I think Japan said that they've got like a drug that might cure it, but the governments ain't letting them test it. Call me crazy or what, but I think it is a silent war, and like, you know, it's the easiest way to kill a lot of people without pain and spending trillions of dollars on like arms and weapons, you know. I saw a video saying like, how do we know that the countries haven't paid China trillions and trillions of dollars to create the virus, to let loose and kill possibly billions of people? Because, you know, in the government at one time said like, you know, the planet's getting overpopulated. How can it be fucking overpopulated, man? It was overpopulated, the fucking planet was sinking itself, wouldn't it? But they don't want a third war. They want to, you know, like where people go out and shoot each other. They want to do it biological, that way. The UK and several other countries, right, they've got more death toll than China's got. And it originated from China. So how do you work that out? Why has China not got as big a death toll than, you know, the countries I just mentioned? You know, there's just so much fucking rumours going around. Like China, one who actually produced it, you know, they let it go into that wet market. Then they're saying, oh, a bat was contaminated by it, and the bat escaped accidentally, and it flew into the wet market, and it released the germ, the virus that way. Right? Even Russia is now pointing the finger to America. Saw a video on that the other night. Yeah, some fucking political guy in Russia is saying, oh, it's, you know, the Americans created it and they're the ones who released it. So Russia teamed up with China. I don't know. Two big countries, aren't they? And, you know, China's got more people in the United Nations. And, you know, I saw a video just last night where, you know, China is trying to take the United Nations over and tell the rest of the countries what to do and what not to do. And if this is a biological warfare, yeah, this ain't the first time biological warfare happened. It's happened in the 1900s during like Germany and France and England with the gas. That's classed as biological, isn't it? Then in I think Iraq with the Russians, they tried doing a biological warfare over there. And now I could be mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but I'm just going by what I've seen and heard. And it's kind of weird that a lot of like the Chinese media that's trying to report some of the truth is suddenly going disappearing act. Some reckon they've either been taken and captured and put in to like, prison. Some say they've been executed. Some say they've been paid off to keep their mouth shut. It's political propaganda bollocks. And I still don't believe half what's going on. I still don't believe all these death counts is real. Because seriously, I've been sitting here watching a lot of videos lately. Yeah, I have. I've been sitting here watching a lot of videos, especially about China. All right. China is trying to keep the media quiet. There's people saying that there ain't as many deaths in China than they state there is. There's not even that amount of people being affected in China than there's supposed to be. And then another video stated that there were cases of people in China with the actual virus, and then those people who were seriously affected in near death's door were released that same day, but later was brought back in to the hospital under some other kind of like medical situation. Like, it could be where someone's got like lung cancer or, breast cancer or, brain tumor or something like that. So those people they released with cancer, with the virus, who was near death's doorstep, yeah, they got released but came back in later, and the Chinese reported there's a different case of like illness. Now, I'm not making this up. It's on fucking YouTube, man. Watch some of the news medias. I know, so I'm sick and tired of listening to all this bullshit. A lot of it is probably propaganda, lies, and fucking, pure bullshit. But we know what the media's like. They always fucking lie through their teeth. So do the government sometimes, Who is it? The health minister? Oh, he's come out of like, he's what was it called? He's locked down. But old Boris Johnson, he's not ready. He's still staying indoors. Because apparently he's got a bit of a fever. Well, if you watch Boris, right, if you come on, think about it, right? Look on fucking, look at the news, right? They state if you've got the virus, yeah, you'll be constantly coughing. Constantly coughing. You'll have temperature, probably have headaches, you'll be sneezing. You won't be able to breathe. But look at Boris. Every time you see him on social media or on the news, he looks like, all right, he looks a bit tired. He looks tired. But you don't hear him coughing. You don't see him sneezing. You don't hear him gasping for breath, do you? Now, okay, they did say a mole case, but it still should affect your breathing and your coughing. But I ain't seen him cough or breathe heavily once. He's been told to do that. No, let's put the Prime Minister, make it look like he's got it and let the public, be fearful if he's got it. Anyone can get it. The Prime Minister is usually locked behind doors, with security. Same with the health minister and so, you know. They usually behind locked door. Well, hang on. They did have a lot of meetings, and you know they never wore masks. And they did like shake hands and breathing over each other. But that don't mean that they caught the virus that way. If they have caught the virus, a lot of people are doubtful about Boris and the virus at the moment. Oh my God. Oh, right. I got my Facebook on. I'm just seeing what Ian sent. World War III alert. Iran tries to go to war with US as coronavirus hits the US hardest. So is this going to be a third world war now? Are we going to start hearing sirens? We're going to start having to run down to the tube station and take cover? Or is it just going to be Iraq and United States? I'll watch that in a little while, Ian. Let's go into Facebook. Right, I'll send you a message back, Rose. Oh my God, oh my God, no. 48 of them. Yeah, right, okay. Right, hang on a minute. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to take a pee. I've been drinking so much coffee lately. The reason I'm drinking more coffee because hot drinks supposedly kills the virus. don't know what that guy's doing across the back to me. Over the back there. He's been fucking hammering and drilling, sawing all fucking day. I wonder if he's building a fucking like bunker, just in case there is a third world war. Or fucking zombie apocalypse actually starts. He can jump in there and, you know, survive in his bunker for several months. Where am I? Oh my god. Right, I can't have Facebook open and this at the same time. It's too confusing. I keep getting like an itch. See you later, Leslie. So, you know, like, I don't come on here talking about the fucking virus all the way. Like, every time I talk about something, yeah, I get dragged in about the virus. And once it starts, I'll get talking about it. So don't blame me, Leslie. Blame the people who starts talking about it, you know. I just come on to say, like, you know, the DWP is going to give extra money. When? They state, you know, it's going to be effected on the 1st, and then they're saying it's the 6th. And although it's going to be starting on the 6th, no one's going to get it until next month. So no one's going to get it this month that I can see. My niece Laura said, like, you know, she can't see it being affected until next month. It's on BBC News now. It's turning old TV on. See, that's three countries that's pointing the finger to America. China, Russia, and Iraq. Let's see what BBC. Fucking remote control always screws up. One. Doctor. Right, question of sport. And I'll have to mute myself in it. Right, we don't know it on BBC One, but there's Channel 4. You got the Channel 4 news. Life in from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. New coronavirus. What's next? After lockdown, Channel 4 news special. As the coronavirus pandemic continues to escalate, Matt Freer and a panel of lead experts examine where we go next and the lessons we can learn. Well, we're not going to die from like fucking virus. We'll probably die from Third World War. I just can't understand how, you know, all countries are blaming each other. They need to go from where it first fucking originated from. And we all know where that came from. You know, how many countries have said that they're going to sue China for war crimes? You know, towards like, you know, setting off the pandemic, the virus. because China has got so many people in the UN, and you know, high political fucking crap, you know, kind of thing. But you know, certain people listen to China now. You know, did we not help fucking China out during the World War II? Did we not fucking help? Well, not us, but you know, didn't the Americans help Iraq? So why is Iraq going to go at fucking America for? You know, if you think back, Russia, Iraq, and China just don't make sense, man. The time tunnel been set back to the 1860s, I think, or earlier. Oh, is that the Yanamo? I think that's the Yanamo they want. Yeah, mate, let me have a look. Time traveler finds himself caught in the thick action and must escape being caught. Yeah, the Yanamo. How did I know that? I didn't even click the info. It's where that, you know, you got the Americans like in the fort shooting the Mexicans, and I'm thinking, oh, that's got to be Yanamo, and I was right. Time. Oh, what's it called? Time tunnel guys end up at the Yanamo. Interesting. There's supposed to be a rumor that there's a lot of hidden gold hidden around the Yanamo somewhere, but no one's allowed to hunt for it. All right, let's see what's going on. Well, there's a thing going on over here. A couple of days ago, I heard, Ulrich, that people have been trying to pass themselves off as like some kind of like medical kind of organisation and trying to get access to people's homes to, you know, unfortunately lie so that they're here to like give like tests for the virus, but when they get in, they just rob you blind. And that was posted on Facebook, and they said, like, you know, if anyone comes knocking on your door, ring the police straight away. So if anyone's going to come knocking on your door, you would actually get a notification from the government. And the only thing the government did not lie about, I've done a video on it today, was they did send a letter out. I don't know how many people's got it, but 300 million people in the UK supposed to be get a letter from the government, and I've got mine today. And it's the same shit as Boris fucking Johnson said 3 weeks ago. The same shit. It's nothing new, not updated. It's the same fucking shit that he's been saying on the news, on social media. Stay at home. Only go out when necessary for food, exercise, and taking your dog for a walk. Same shit. And how much did it cost them to print that letter out, to make this information sheet on the envelope? How much cost did that? How much of the cost? How much of the taxpayers' money did that cost? I can't see the government fucking like spending that money on it. To be honest, if they did, it'd be a miracle. A few weeks ago, I went over to get some of this, right? Like lemonade, 17p a bottle for a 2 litre bottle. And I only usually buy like 2 bottles, but last week when I was there, completely sold out. Oh, some of the stuff I want's always sold out, but last week it was there. Well, I'm going to go in a minute because I was uploading a video on my other channel, but I cancelled it because I want to come on here and just let you know that people will be getting their extra £80 per month starting next month. And if it affects any other kind of benefits, I don't know, because I've not heard or seen anything where it might affect benefits. But not everyone's going to be getting it, I don't think. Especially people like on like a self-employed or part-time work ability might not get it. I know like people who just signed on to the Universal Credit will get it. And like, as I said, like a million people just signed on to Universal Credit because they've lost their jobs or been temporarily suspended or, you know, closures of businesses or whatever. So, and if there are problems with it, it ain't going to be sorted out and adjusted straight away. It's going to take months. And if they do decide to sort it out, and this is only for a year anyway, so you might get it for a year, but after next year, your money will go down again. Right, I'm off. Have a good weekend, guys and girls. And I'll you know what someone told me today, right? I won't say who it was, but they said, I'm not going to fucking open the letter. It's going to the bin. How do we know they ain't put a virus in with the letter? I thought, that's a fucking idea. Maybe they might have affected it. But there was a video, which I watched the other day. It's a news calling kind of video where people can call in and speak to a doctor. And one of the questions to the doctor was, not my mum, but this person who called in to the actual newsroom said, like, my mum likes reading newspapers, like, you know, is she vulnerable and catching a virus from the newspaper? And the doctor said, no. Because if anyone touches a newspaper and they've got the virus, yeah, the virus only lives on the newspaper for 10 seconds because it automatically dies. You know, it needs a solid half surface, like, you know, a door, wood, flame, you know, whatever, to live on there. You know, paper, it should not survive on paper for more than 10 seconds. So I told that person in a comment saying, well, you know, they might have tried, but maybe don't realise that the virus dies within 10 seconds. So, yeah. I knew exactly what this is all about. I knew it's going to be the same shit this Boris said the other day or the other week before he caught the virus himself. There's no update. The same shit that he said. I just wanted to see if there was a new update, but there isn't. Same shit. But anyway, I'm going to go. I want to try to get that wood processing video done, uploaded. It's only like 40 minutes of me just sitting there chopping up wood like last time. But some people enjoyed it, would you believe? I can't even remember how many people I actually had viewing it, to be honest with you. Anyway, let me have a look. Yeah, that was an hour long, and I had 64 views on it. Anyway. My sister's on the phone. Yeah. Oh my God. Are you on Facebook? Oh, hang on. I'm live streaming at the moment. Right, I've got to go. I've got to go. It's my sister's on the phone. I'll catch you all later, guys. Bye.